fellow Star Wars fans, it is Starrapter here, and welcome to the channel. It's Friday, and that means another Clone Wars review. We are getting down to it. I feel the end is near. We are on part 2 of the final arc, which is Siege of Mandalore. This episode specifically is Season 7, Episode 10, titled The Phantom Apprentice. That title is such a cool title, so we just jump right into it. It's a complete continuation of the last episode, even with the same sound effects of the lightsabers glowing as the red Clone Wars logo scrolls on by. I thought that was just awesome. I think by the end of these 4 parts, I think it'd be awesome to just put them into a movie. There's a petition going out that's saying, hey, put them into movie theaters or whatnot. I think that could be pretty cool if that does happen. But let's get into the meat of this episode, and it's all about the confrontation between Darth Maul and Ahsoka. This has been teased since this season was announced in that trailer from Star Wars Celebration. We know that Ray Park was getting motion capture to do this duel, and it really shows. It really shows. Even Ahsoka Tano had a motion capture artist doing her actions as well. And yeah, this duel looked incredible, but it wouldn't be as good as it was unless there was a lot of story context behind the reasoning of it. And man, oh man, were we treated to some awesome storytelling in this episode, with Maul really just laying out his plans and being up front to Ahsoka and saying, hey, join me. I know I looked into the mind of Jesse and you left the order. We are both the same, and we are both been cast aside. You know, he was looking at Dooku, who has already been killed at this point, and said like, oh yeah, you know, he was cast aside as well. So to look into Maul's mind and his psyche and everything that is going on to transpire these events, and about how he's trying to lure Anakin Skywalker because he knows that Anakin's going to be the pawn of Sidious and going to be extremely powerful, and he's trying to kill him before he becomes that. It's just this devious, like, little webbed plan that is just taking over the galaxy. And Ahsoka says, yeah, what would happen if you overthrew the Emperor? You would become one yourself. And that's her whole premise for fighting against him. But man, attention is just so, you can cut it with a knife, right? And the whole time this is going on, you have the Mandalorians fighting the clone troopers. This felt like the climax of an epic Star Wars movie. And the crazy part is we still have 2 parts left. We got to experience Order 66, and who knows what the heck could happen in that final episode. But let's talk a little bit more about this episode and dwell on Maul just a little bit. And man, oh man, the performance by Sam Witwer was incredible. I think that was the best performance of any character in the Clone Wars, or any really character in Star Wars in general. You could tell he's eating up this content, this dialogue. He is just so much into the headspace of Maul because he's been playing this character for so long, and he absolutely brought his A game as well. But I did enjoy the other characters quite as well, just like Ashley Eckstein really confronting her fears and facing Darth Maul as Ahsoka Tano was really great as well. I would say the music is excellent as well. Kevin Kiner's been killing it with all these little motifs, like, you know, the Darth Vader, the Empire theme, all this little stuff weaved in to this story is just so cool. And we get that holocron call from Kenobi. I did not expect that. That's how we learn that Dooku's already dead at this point. So we're well into Revenge of the Sith, which is just such a cool idea, knowing that you could watch the film of Revenge of the Sith and kind of piece it together where Ahsoka Tano is on Mandalore. That is such a cool thing, and I'm planning on watching Revenge of the Sith when this is all over, and maybe concurrently watching an episode of Clone Wars and then watching a little bit more of Revenge of the Sith to kind of get that concurrent feel. That might be pretty cool. And seeing a little bit more, or hearing a little bit more about Maul, how he escapes, so they do make references to the Son of Dathomir comic, which I highly recommend. And you guys might have blinked and you missed it moment. There was a moment where Dryden Voss was indeed in this episode. You know, Maul's sending away his other syndicates. You do see a Fallon. I don't think it's Prince Zizor, although I'm hoping for him to show up in canon one day. But still, you are fleshing out the world, right? You're world building with this episode yet again, but making it feel like it is one of the most important pieces of Star Wars. And yes, this is up there with one of the best episodes of the Clone Wars. So what did you guys think of this episode? Let's talk about it all in the comments section down below. As always, I do these reviews every Friday, so if you like what I had to say about this one, I have 2 more episodes coming out, because that's all we have left of the Clone Wars. So make sure you can go ahead and support the channel simply by subscribing. That's going to do it for me, Starrapter. Thank you so much for watching, and may the Force be with you always. Thanks for checking out the video. Please hit that thumbs up symbol. It helps me know that I'm making content that you guys enjoy. And if you enjoyed this video, I also include 2 videos down below you guys should check out. And please consider subscribing to this channel. It helps support me and it notifies you guys of when I get new videos up on the channel. You can also contact me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Starrapter.